Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. U.S. makes changes to form to obtain the green card, what they are and when they come into effect. The United States has announced important changes to the form required to obtain a green card, impacting immigrants seeking permanent residency. Understanding these modifications is crucial to ensuring a smooth application process. In this video, we break down what the changes are, why they matter, and when they will take effect. The United States Citizenship and Immigration Services on Tuesday published changes to its form for obtaining legal permanent residence in the country, which is widely known as a green card. The changes focus primarily on removing some steps and optimizing certain parts of the form to speed up the process. The form revision is part of our agency-wide initiative to reduce the burden on individuals applying for immigration benefits and services. USCIS said in a statement, "What are the changes to the form to obtain a green card? To obtain legal permanent residence in the United States, eligible individuals must complete Form I-485, application to register permanent residence or adjust status." First change. Individuals who file Form I-485 and are required to provide medical and vaccination information must also submit Form I-693, Immigration Medical Examination Report and Vaccination Record. Failure to do so may result in the Form I-485 being rejected. USCIS says, typically, individuals seeking to adjust their status to lawful permanent residence must complete an immigration medical examination, receive all required vaccinations, and submit a properly completed Form I-693 signed by a civil surgeon to demonstrate that they do not have medical conditions that make them inadmissible under health-related grounds, the U.S. agency explains. Immigration attorney Nelson A. Castillo told CNN that when a person applies for permanent residency, the U.S. asks them to prove that they do not have certain diseases that could pose a danger to the public. For this reason, a medical and vaccination form is required. In practice, Castillo said, lawyers used to send the applicant's medical report later, but the change imposed on the form now states that it is mandatory to send the residency and medical forms at the same time. With this new change, you send them and they don't expire. The idea would be, for me, that you send everything together at the time of the application for permanent residence, and that those who receive it at USCIS process everything correctly, he explained in an interview with CNN. Second change. USCIS discontinues and eliminates Form I-864W, application for waiver of affidavit support for prospective immigrant. Some green card applicants were exempt from the requirement to file Form I-864, affidavit of support under Section 213A of the INA, but were required to file Form I-864W at the same time to make that exemption effective. With the announced change, that step will no longer be necessary, and the waiver can be requested within the same Form I-485 to obtain the green card. Incorporating Form I-864W into Form I-485 eliminates the need for a separate form. USCIS adds, it's more efficient. The applicant can send everything so that USCIS has what it needs at the time they review the case to make a decision, Castillo told CNN. Third change. Form I-485 questions regarding the public charge ground of inadmissibility are now clearer. Applicants will be asked to identify their immigration category, so that we can more easily determine whether or not they are exempt from this ground of inadmissibility and adjudicate the application accordingly. We hope this change will reduce confusion among applicants. USCIS explains. Recall. Under immigration law, the United States considers a person to be a public charge and therefore inadmissible to the country when he or she is fundamentally dependent upon the government for subsistence. This change gives the person the opportunity to provide additional information in a section where most people don't know what they are being asked. Additional details, recommendations, and expectations. Overall, USCIS adds, each change streamlines a collection of information and consolidates and clarifies instructions and requirements. Regardless of the case, Castillo gave some recommendations to people seeking a green card. Have an experienced and certified legal representative to handle cases better. Make copies of the documents that are sent for processing. If the applicant decides to send his form by mail, do so by certified mail. Now, can applicants expect the processing time to be reduced because of the changes? Not necessarily. according to Elizabeth Uribe, an immigration attorney at Uribe and Uribe APLC. Currently, USCIS says an application for legal permanent residency could take about 90 days if the person entered the country legally or as a family petition. However, the time could be much longer, even years, if the person is an undocumented immigrant, Uribe told CNN. With the new changes, the green card application form is 24 pages instead of 20, Uribe said, which could potentially reduce the number of requests for evidence in cases, since, despite having more pages, the form groups together other processes that were previously done separately. However, the immigration attorney commented that if USCIS begins to apply a zero-tolerance policy regarding the lack of evidence or documents, we are going to start seeing more rejections of the green card. Once it is implemented, we will see if there is a difference in the time it takes USCIS to adjudicate applications, he added. When do these changes come into effect? These changes are now available in the new edition of Form I485, which is dated October 24th, October 24th, 2024. You can find this date at the bottom of the pages of the form and instructions. The new edition of October 24th, 2024 will be the only one valid for the green card process starting February 10th, 2025. At the moment, the two previous editions of the form, August 28, 24M and August 28, 24, are still valid. However, beginning February 10th, 2025, we will only accept the Form I-485 edition dated October 24th, 24, and will reject prior editions. USCIS says, important. Although the deadline is February 2025, the first change regarding the medical examination and vaccination forms has already been in effect since December 2nd of this year. Therefore, if you do not submit Form I-485 and Form I-693 at the same time, your petition for legal permanent residence may be rejected. Stay informed about the latest changes to the green card application process is essential for prospective immigrants. By understanding the new requirements and preparing accordingly, applicants can avoid delays and improve their chances of success.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel US Immigration News. We hope you are doing great. US makes changes to the form to obtain the green card, what they are and when they come into effect. The United States Citizenship and Immigration Services has introduced important modification to the green card application process, aimed at simplifying procedures and reducing administrative burdens. This video primarily focuses on streamlining the submission process, eliminating redundant forms, and clarifying key requirements for applicant. One significant change involves the submission of Form I-693, which contains medical and vaccination records. Previously, applicants could provide the document later in the process, but under the new rules, Form I-693 must be submitted alongside Form I-485. Failure to do so may result in an immediate rejection of a green card application. This adjustment seeks to prevent delays and ensure that medical eligibility is assessed promptly. Another major change is the removal of Form I-864W, which was previously required for applicants seeking a waiver of the affidavit of support. Instead of submitting a separate form, applicants can now request the waiver directly within Form I-485. The consolidation simplifies the process and reduces paperwork for both applicants and USCIS. Additionally, USCIS has revised the public charge section of Form I-485 to make questions clearer. This change aims to help applicants better understand their eligibility and provide necessary information without confusion. The public charge rule determines whether an applicant is likely to become dependent on a government assistance, which can impact admissibility. The revised questions will make it easier for USCIS assess exemption and process application for more effectively. Although these updates intend to streamline the process, immigration experts caution that processing times may not necessarily decrease. While the revised form includes more pages, it combines multiple steps that were previously separate, potentially reducing the number of requests for additional evidence. However, attorneys warn that if USCIS adopts a stricter policy regarding missing documentation, rejection could increase. The changes officially take effect with the new Form I-485 edition, dates October 24, 2024. While the previous edition remain valid for now, USCIS will accept only the latest version starting February 10, 2025. However, the requirement to submit medical records alongside the application has already been in effect since December 2nd, 2024. Understanding and complying with these changes is crucial for applicants seeking legal permanent residence in the US by staying informed and ensuring all required documents are submitted correctly. Individuals can avoid unnecessary delays or denials in their green card application.